Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be making suya fried rice. It's a very special recipe that I love and I'm sure you guys would love it too. If you're new here, thank you for stopping by. Please subscribe, hit the like button and turn on post notifications. And to our old-time subscribers, thank you for always coming back and sticking around. So let me just run us through the ingredients quickly. For this recipe, I'm going to be making use of some chopped onions. I have my bell peppers, some carrots and green beans. You can use any vegetable of your choice. I have my suya pepper. I have some rice here. I'll be making use of basmati rice, but you can use any rice of your choice. I also have my suya, which is already bought. So I washed my rice with cold water until it ran clear. And if you notice, I'm not using any salt or seasoning for this recipe, and I'm going to be telling you why as our cooking progresses. So I'm going to start by heating up some oil in a dry pan, and my heat is on medium. So I'm going to add in some onions. I'm sorry I didn't introduce my garlic and ginger powder earlier, so I'm going to be adding in some garlic and ginger powder just to get some flavor. So I'm going to just add this to my oil and stir it around so it combines properly and it gets infused into my oil. So I'm going to just saute this for some 2 minutes, and once that is done, I'll be adding my washed rice. Remember, the rice is not parboiled, it's just washed. Now we're going to toast our rice on medium heat for some 5 to 10 minutes. Like I always say, the reason why I toast my rice is to build up some aroma, and also to make it stay fluffy when I boil it. I'm going to add some suya pepper to this because I'm trying to add to the flavor of my rice. So I'll give this a very good mix. Like, I'll stir it very, very well until my rice gets properly combined with my suya pepper. So like I was saying, the essence of toasting my rice is because I want to build up some aroma, and then I want it to get browned a little before cooking it. So we'll just do this, like I said, on medium heat, and we're not going to let it sit for too long without stirring, so it doesn't get toasted on one side and the other side isn't well toasted. So we'll keep giving this a very good stir so all parts get toasted equally and evenly. So once I've toasted it for some 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to be adding in some water. My water won't be too much because this is basmati rice and I don't want it to get soggy. So I'm going to add my water and I'm going to cook this on very low heat so that my steam cooks my rice and not the water. So I'll just cover this up and let it sit for a while. Now my rice has been properly cooked. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So this is the result, and you can see how fluffy it looks. It's not like stuck together or soggy. So I'll just set this aside and I'm going to go in with my pan and some groundnut oil. So I'm going to add in some onions to that and just have this fry for some 2 to 3 minutes while I stir. My heat is still on medium now. I don't want it to be on high anyways. So I'm just going to let this sit for some 2 to 3 minutes, let it get infused into my oil, and I'm going to add my suya in at this point. I'm not adding my suya at the end because I'm trying to get rid of any form of bacteria or any unhealthy thing that is in the suya. So that's why I'm frying it now so it gets adequate heat before consumption. So now the reason why I'm not using salt or seasoning cube is because my suya is quite salty. So I'll let this sit and fry for a while, and then I'm going to add my vegetables at this point. Now my heat is on low because I don't want my vegetables to overcook, but at the same time I just want it to steam just a little. So like I was saying, I'm not going to be adding salt and seasoning. I'm going to pour in some suya pepper. The reason is this: the suya is a little bit salty, and the suya pepper has some seasoning and some salt as well in it. So I'm just trying to play safe. So I'm going to, if I add my rice and the seasoning is not enough, I'm going to adjust my seasoning by adding more suya pepper instead. So I'm adding some oil to this because it seemed a little too dry. Of course, we're going to add our rice later on so we don't have it too dry and all of that. So I'm going to just give this a very good stir and let it just sit for some 2 to 3 minutes so that my vegetables get steamed as well as get flavored from the suya and the suya pepper. So I'm going to add in my rice at this point, and you can see how beautiful the rice is looking. And you can use any rice anyways that you have. It must not necessarily be basmati rice, but that was my choice for this particular dish because I love how the grains stand out when I'm making things like this. So I'm going to give it a very, very good mix. Now I'm going to stir this for quite a while. Reason being that I want it to get properly mixed with the suya and the pepper, so the seasoning and everything gets to combine properly. I don't want one side to be tastier than the other. So that is why I'm going to be stirring this around. So it looks beautiful already, but I'm going to be adding a whole lot of suya pepper to this because I don't want to add salt or seasoning. So my alternative would be the suya pepper because it already contains a lot of that, and I want extra heat alongside or at the same time. So that is why I'll be opting for suya pepper. You can leave yours like this if you so want to. So I'm going to be adding my suya pepper in at this point. I'm sorry, my phone died and I added the suya pepper off camera. So guys, and your suya fried rice is ready. Let me know if you tried this recipe and if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys some other time.